All right, guys, pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Awesome. Take 2. Mark.
Set. And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. What's up?
Well, welcome to the late edition Snooze-tastic
Snooze-tastic
episode.
Featuring our good friend Snoozy Meyerson.
Yeah, Snoozy Meyerson. It's actually not that late, but we are both tired.
Well, usually one of us has the energy and the other one's like dragging his feet.
Right.
And then today we were both like, I'm so tired.
Here we are. How come you didn't cancel? We're all looking at each other. How come you didn't cancel?
Right.
Oh perfect. God. I wasn't going to do it.
Right,
you could have.
right. No, that's what this that's what this whole show is one gigantic game of chicken.
Yeah. How long could we do it?
I'm not going to quit. All right, David, speaking of news, you put in a cryptic, although I'm sure I know what it refers to, but you put in a cryptic piece of news, so I'll let you lead us off.
Yeah, so there's no, the biggest news of the week
huge.
Is the only news of the week.
Okay.
And that the number one movie in the nation did not play here.
Oh, snap. Crackle pop.
KPOD Demon Hunter. Not only is it the number one movie in the nation, it's Netflix's first number one box office hit.
Yeah.
And in a role reversal,
what?
It premiered on streaming first.
Oh.
And then 2 months later is now in theaters.
Yeah. With what, a sing-along version?
It was, but from what I was reading, that it was like very hit or miss if people were singing along.
Yeah.
But the theaters were packed.
Okay.
Before, like on Thursday, they had 1,000 sold out shows. And they were like opening new ones. So
Yeah.
So my question to you is, why do you hate money?
David, I'm just not materialistic.
Yes.
I'm not about that.
You're not about the money.
I'm not about that cash.
Yeah.
Which, if anyone has listened to our show, knows that that's not true. Yeah, I mean, I think I have a pretty good track record of catching all the titles and this one just got by us, and I touched base with my rep at Netflix this morning, and this is interesting. It doesn't make me feel any better, but it's just kind of an interesting dynamic. And this is someone who was my rep at Lionsgate years ago, and like someone I've known for a long time. She's not bullshitting me. She's a veteran of distribution, and she sort of said to me, we put it out there and we figured we'd pick up a couple hundred screens just for like a little goose, like to goose it. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of spread, and we had it kind of went faster than when there was no organization to it.
Right.
So I was like, hey, why wasn't I like first on your list, or at least on your short list? And she was like, basically there was no list. It was, people were just reaching out so fast that they were prepared for like 200 screens, and they ended up with like 1,500, and so they were kind of just, what's the expression? I don't know, up to your elbows in something or other. And it's like a one-armed paper hanger. That's the expression I was looking for. They were just trying to keep up. And it's a shame because the same thing happened with Taylor Swift, and the same thing happened with, there have been a couple big ones where I was in on it. Mm-hmm. Taylor Swift, I was one of the very first people outside of AMC to get in on it. And those ended up being, now those were even bigger, but I shouldn't compare a couple $100 million title to an $18 million title. But anyway, so that's how we missed it. It wasn't on my radar. People weren't asking me for it. You mentioned it last week, and I didn't really think anything of it because
you were like, Netflix isn't real.
I was like,
real movie.
Some weird shit David's into.
I only know about it because it's so big.
Did you go see it?
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm not that interested in it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, we have a movie, a trailer today from Netflix.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had this ongoing conversation with my rep, and I was like, look, we played The Irishman when nobody would play The Irishman. We have played Netflix movies. We've been a good partner over the years, so please just, if something like this blowing up again, keep me in mind. So the other thing that's made me think is I need to make an effort to get out to LA and like stay in touch with people like this because, as you know, I frequently go to New York to stay in touch with studios, but a lot of the studios now are out west. And I guess if I go to CinemaCon, that's where I see them. For a few years, I did go out to LA a few times, but I'm definitely gonna like have to, recommit my efforts to sort of staying in touch with people, because this is exactly the kind of example of like the fact that I was not front of mind for her. You know what I mean? It sounds like I think it was just something that wasn't on my radar. And then for her, it was just a very innocent thing of like, hey, it was happening pretty wild, pretty loosey-goosey, Fast and Furious type of thing. So I don't take any umbrage. It's not like we were skipped. But I think it was an unplanned, fluky thing that I should have been on top of.
So what's the deal here? Is it over?
It's done.
It's done.
2 days.
Weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over and done. And
they're not going to milk it.
no, I mean, that's an example of maybe they should have, looked at milking it better and, that kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I don't know. Like, for example, Hamilton's coming back September 12th or 5th or something like that. And it's massive. I mean, I'm playing it on 2 or 3 screens, and they all have 50 or 60 tickets pre-sold and, premium price tickets, whole type of thing. But Disney is like adamant, very firm, 1 week only. Which, okay, like it's your prerogative, but like you could say, oh, well, you're forcing everybody to go within that week, so you're going to have more business that week. Okay, that's one way of looking at it. But the people who are so excited to see it, aren't they going to come out right away and see it? And then if it, it's just that old thing of like, why wouldn't you just hold it over? Just let me hold it over for a couple shows or something.
Right.
Or let each movie theater decide, how it's doing and what they think. But far be it from me.
But meanwhile, you had Niza.
Oh my God. Yes,
The
I
movie
did.
That was supposed to be the biggest thing in the world.
And how'd that work out?
Well, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
You had a choice. No, you didn't have a choice.
No.
But if you had a choice.
Yeah. No, Neza was an absolute waste of time. And
wasn't the first one a waste of time too? When you had that?
I don't remember.
Because I kind of remember people were like, "Are you gonna get it?" And you booked it, and like 5 people. came.
Yeah. Well, that's with these Bollywood movies. They don't do business.
Right.
The 12 people who want to see them are very vocal and passionate about seeing them.
Right.
Me. But there's David and his 11 friends.
Yeah. I do have friends.
Right. 11. Right. Neza was an absolute waste. And in fact, the schedule this week was in IMAX, I'm talking. And when I say this week, I mean Monday to Thursday, was Neza 2 matinee, F1 second matinee, and then Weapons in the evening. And I canceled the first matinee all week.
Wow.
Because it was that bad over the weekend.
Wow.
So like literally not worth my time to have staff in the building for that.
Yeah.
So it was a tough weekend, but the only thing I'll say is like it was so gorgeous. Like all our movies sucked. And the whole industry kind of sucked this weekend. And that's part of a function of, that's just the nature of the business. I mean, it's late August, kids are going back to school, they're going back to school shopping, it's always a drop off. But yeah, it was a bummer for me when I realized what I had missed, just to be perfectly candid.
Now, are you curious enough to watch it?
No, fuck no.
Like 3 or 4 of the top 10 songs are from this movie.
3 or 4 of what top 10 songs?
Like on the radio.
David. I listen to 2 things.
Right.
Grateful Dead music
And K-pop.
and 80s on 8. Give me some Michael Jackson.
And also K-pop.
Some Madonna. Give me some Bruce. No, I'm just kidding. I do have a wide appreciation of music, but no, I'm not.
This wide.
It's not. I'm not. Are you gonna go watch it? Oh, you can't.
I don't have Netflix.
I mean, you don't.
I've seen a lot of it on YouTube.
Yeah,
A lot of
I
clips
tell you,
of the
David,
songs
like
and stuff.
it's a combination of like, no, I'm not going to go watch it. Period. Combined with the fact that, as we've discussed on the show many times, my relationship with the movie starts with the booking experience.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a bitter pill for me to swallow. I'm not going to sit there, watch my precious time.
And cry about
I
how you
only have
missed-
so many minutes in the day.
Right.
I'm not going to spend any on a movie that Netflix didn't give me.
Let's see. If I had Netflix, I would have already watched this. I think my curiosity would have been too strong.
Might have killed your cat.
Good thing I have 2.
2 cats. You got one to spare.
Yeah, boy, do I have stuff to tell you later.
Speaking of cats,
Yeah.
how psyched are you to get up to the Metro Pet Veterinary Clinic?
Oh,
What's it called? Mannheim?
no, it's Metro Pet Vet Clinic, Leola or Mannheim.
No, it's Leola. I know it's Leola.
Mannheim. Oh, man, I don't know.
Well, the one
We'll have to get it sorted out.
Here's the thing. We asked Sarah, Top 10 Sarah, to write us and tell us what it's called.
Right.
I don't believe we've gotten that.
No.
We do have a nice ad promoting their grand opening playing on screen.
Nice.
When I pull up their phone in my phone, we're talking about the Mannheim Pike Veterinary Hospital,
Right.
which is where David and I take our pets because they're the absolute best.
To the one on Mannheim.
To the one on, it's not in Mannheim, it's on Mannheim Pike.
On Mannheim Pike. Yeah.
It's in Lancaster
Right.
on Mannheim Pike. But when you walk in there, then there's like a sign or something that says like Metro Pet.
Right.
I think what happened is, I think the owners have bought up different veterinary clinics over the years.
You might be right. It started off as Mannheim Pike.
Right. And then I think they bought the Met Pro or
Metro. It's definitely Metro.
Metro Pet Clinic.
Yeah.
And now they have another one, which I think is the Mannheim Pike Veterinary Hospital, Leola.
Oh, it's not. Well, it used to be Metro.
Oh, is it? It's the
'Cause
Metro.
it only moved down the street.
Oh, okay.
It was in the Leola before.
Oh, right.
It was a tiny building.
And it moved into a bank
Right. And we're going to be there September 6th.
at high noon, but an hour early.
1 hour early for high noon.
High noon Central Time.
Yeah, and we will be, no, it's not high noon Central Time.
What's the 1 hour? What's 1 hour over?
High noon Mid-Atlantic,
Is that a thing?
because Central Time's behind us. So that would have been 1 o'clock our time.
No, I'm saying it's yeah. So when we record at 11, it'll be
10 a.m. in Central Time.
10 a.m. Central Time. So we want to go further east. We're like, yeah, in the ocean.
Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah, we're high noon ocean time.
Yeah, I don't think there's any.
So bring your
land.
waiters.
Yeah. Get ready.
We're going to be on a boat.
We're going to be inside the vault of the old bank.
So Metro Pet Veterinary Clinic moved their incredible resources and staff and team down the street took over a bank and made it into a new pet clinic, I guess.
Yeah.
And
With
in
the
that
drive-thru.
and in the drive-through, which frankly I would appreciate, because I frequently drive to the vet clinic to pick up meds.
And that's what this has.
Yeah. And in said bank is a vault where you and I will be recording.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I wonder if their drive-through has like a airlock system, like a space dock, so you can pull up and it
Yeah.
docks with your car, and then the animal can walk into your car.
David,
Probably.
do you think they would let us operate the drive-through?
Oh, 100%.
The guy would pull up and be like saying some medical shit about his cat, and I'd be like, "You want fries with that?"
Yeah. Take 2 Tylenol coughs in the morning.
Take 2 Tylenol. How's that going to help my cat? Well, it won't, but your headache will feel
You'll
a lot.
feel better.
You'll feel a lot better. See, they're lucky to have us.
I know.
We're going to be doling out all kinds of free advice.
Revolutionizing the business.
Oh my God.
People are like, "What do you have to do with pets?" And I'm like,
I have
duh.
2 cats.
Yeah, 2 cats. Pen's got a dog.
I got a dog.
2 daughters.
Yeah. Hey, come on. Same thing.
Same thing.
You know what cracks me up every time is when somebody tells me that they're going to be ready to be a parent because they have a dog.
I was with some new parents this weekend, and I said, "Now you're not my first friends to have kids,
Right.
So I know where you're at."
Right.
I said, "You're at that phase where you feel like you've got all this time and you can handle it." And I'm like, "This is the phase where the guy's on night duty, and he's like, yeah, I can play games with the boys and watch the kid at the same time." 6 to 8 months later,
Forget it.
what?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Yeah. So I was like, enjoy it while you can.
I wonder if we have any. Do we have any new parents listening to the show? Is there anybody listening to the show on headphones while they rock their child?
While they have their child.
Or what if they put what if they put the headphones on the baby?
Take this.
Right. You better stop crying, or I'm going to make you listen to the Penn Cinema podcast.
All right, that's all the news fit to print. Oh,
It feels like that used to be longer. I used to have time for like the moves and then the pose.
is it that it used to be longer, or you've gotten slower?
Yeah, probably slower. That
Yeah.
makes way more sense. Okay,
Yeah.
this morning, David, we have like, I'm going to say 10 or 9. It's a little game I play with myself. I glance.
Didn't I put another one on here?
I didn't take any off. I like to glance at the list and see if I can guess how many. And I guessed 9. Is it 9 or is it 10? There's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 9. I was right.
Yeah.
So this morning we have 9 trailers. I'm going to say none of them are like awesome.
No.
But I will also say this. None of them are terrible.
That is incredibly correct. It's a very, like, my trailer of the week surprises me even.
My
So-
trailer of the week is a Netflix John.
No.
It's true.
All right, let's start off with a trailer that I'm telling you right now, I will not watch any more trailers for this movie.
Why would you?
I'm not even going to put it on our list.
Nope. We shouldn't even say it out loud.
We're not going to acknowledge this movie past this point.
Right.
It's called Good Boy.
But don't ever speak of it again.
Don't ever speak it again. It's a horror movie from the perspective of a very good dog.
A good boy.
A good boy. And I do not have time.
There was one sliver of something that I liked about this movie, or about this trailer. And you're absolutely right. There's no way in hell I'm watching this movie. But they got a real, you know how amazing dogs are. I mean, we all love dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And there, you know how they write reviews on the screen of a trailer? The review said, or the little excerpt said, his performance is the best emotional performance of any actor of any species on Earth.
Yeah.
And then they're like zooming in on the dog, and he is like staring at you, like
Yeah.
it was.
From a horror perspective, I think this movie is an amazing idea, and like probably, if that's your thing, amazing. But I can't handle it from the dog.
I don't know. I feel like I will give it this. It's from IFC and Shudder, which we have a lot of respect for both of those. It's incredibly fresh. I mean, it's creative. Have you ever? I've never seen anything like this before.
No, apparently it was only going to get a very limited release, and the critical review has been so high they took it wide.
Would you book it if you owned a theater in Lititz?
I would. I think this is going to have buzz.
Is this going to be like K-pop?
No,
It's going to be like K-pop.
I think this is like
All over
Theater
again.
11. That's a small one, right? 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theater 11.
Act like I know. I'm
Theater
like,
11 is high risk.
yeah. Yeah. So you'd think I'd remember at this point.
Right.
I know 4 is big.
Yes, 4 and 5 are the premiere, which there's a rumor about Theater 5.
Uh-oh. What's that rumor?
Well, I don't want you to just tell anyone.
No. Okay.
So,
How about just between me and you?
yeah, just between us girls.
Yeah.
I'm looking into converting Theater 5 to a proper premium large format.
Like moving seats and stuff?
No, I don't want to do 4D. I think that's cheesy.
Okay.
But like killer sound, bigger screen, better projector, that type of thing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think, do you remember one of the early not gimmicks, but one of the early running jokes we had on this show was you, more so than anybody else, bore witness, even before the show started, but then even during the show. More so than anyone else, you bore witness and then called me out on all the times I've sworn I wouldn't do something.
And then did it.
I will never build an IMAX. I will not convert to recliners.
Assigned seating's not in my building.
All right, not on my watch, buddy boy. So, I mean, I don't know. Do people want moving seats? I don't think so. But
I don't think
you know,
I think it's one of those things that people try once and then.
It's a gimmick. It's chintzy. Podcast at pencinema.com if you have opinions about what you would like to see in a brand new premium large format auditorium.
I say we then take 11 and do the polar opposite. Like if you're going to experiment with one end of the spectrum,
right.
you should go the other end of the spectrum and do Theater 11 small budget
Like
experience.
tear out the recliners and put in folding chairs.
Well, yeah, but then instead of the movie, it's just hand puppets and you and me up front doing the movie.
Perfect.
Our best interpretation.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That makes total
for like
sense.
20 minutes.
Oh my God. You know, people have paid money to see a new movie at Penn Cinema and sat on folding chairs. Can you were there. Why would we have, what situation would that have yielded?
What situation
Would have yielded that? In the old days, before reserved seating, we would sell tickets.
would oversell them?
And we would not oversell, but people would be so desperate to get in there that we would set up folding chairs in the handicap spots.
Right.
After the movie, you know, once we knew there was nobody with wheelchairs coming in,
Yeah.
and we would put folding chairs in there.
That's right.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And we had people begging us to sell them a ticket and then go into that show. And I'd tell them, there's no more seats. I can't sell you a ticket. So I'd sell them a ticket to a different show and set them up on a folding chair so they could be in that 7 o'clock show in Theater 5.
Wow.
And now, I'm not saying that happened once or twice. I'm saying that happened a lot in the early days when we were a 10-plex, but we were doing the business of a 14-plex.
That's
It's
crazy.
insane. Yeah. Okay.
That's crazy.
So the first movie, Good Boy. Second movie is Anemone, starring Daniel Day-Lewis. All the trailers this week come out on October 3rd. Not really, but it seems like it. Good Boy comes out October 3rd. Anemone, starring Daniel Day-Lewis, also comes out October 3rd. David, I couldn't even fake it to allude. The only reason this makes me feel like it's a father-son thing is because one of the reviews said, like, it's a intimate portrayal of a father-son-brother relationship or
It's
something.
Daniel Day-Lewis and Sean Bean,
Okay.
who's probably going to die at the beginning of the movie because he dies at the beginning of all those movies. And it looks like two guys dealing with PTSD after the war and dealing with it differently, but
What
then
war?
having a dark. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, right. Why would you?
It's not clear, but they talk about coming back from the war, and then Daniel Day-Lewis goes and lives in the.
I don't know.
Goes and lives in the forest, I guess, and Sean Bean doesn't. But then their dark past comes back, or doesn't. This was not a good. This was a very confusing trailer.
Okay.
Not to mention, it was insanely quiet.
Yes.
And I was like cranking up the volume, and then. It was like, well, it's also Irish accents, and I cannot understand what
No,
they're saying.
I had no idea what this was about.
Next up is a movie called Mastermind. I thought this was another IFC. I can't remember. People in the comments for this one were praising it as another... Shoot, there was another movie that was just like this last year. The Holdovers.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, oh, this looks like another
yeah.
good Holdovers movie. It's an indie... movie about a guy who's kind of down on his luck who starts saying, "Oh, everyone's like, why don't you do something creative? Why don't you do something creative?" So I think the idea is that he decides to rob an art installation, but he tells everyone it's this big job that he's doing and that they need to invest in because he needs all this equipment to rob the art installation. I'm pretty sure that's what it's about.
It looks like a quirky... funny is the wrong word, but
The Holdovers was a good feel.
yeah,
Like, it got
I think
very dry.
I think the tone of The Holdovers is a good comparison to the tone of this, and this makes me feel like it's a movie that I would watch probably at home. The characters appear to be likable and kind of fun, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know who's putting it out or when it's coming out.
Comical caper.
Ooh,
Is what I
comical caper, Captain.
saw. Yeah. All right, next up, we have my trailer of the week,
I was afraid of that.
which is, I'm going to surprise. This is surprising for you because I think,
Yeah, you poo-pooed all over the
oh,
teaser.
oh, I'm telling you, I hated this trailer. This trailer is way too long.
Okay.
It's basically 2 trailers.
So wait a minute.
Because the first half of it looks like the worst movie, and I never want to watch it.
Are we still talking about the same, like, your trailer of the week?
Yeah.
Is the worst trailer ever.
It's
2 trailers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the second trailer for Kiss of the Spider.
Right.
The first half of it looks stupid, and like I'm so disinterested.
Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Kiss of the Spider Woman, sorry.
Right.
And the second half of it seems like an actual trailer where they show decent singing and dancing, and I'm much more interested in that.
Now, is this part of the Marvel universe or is this part of the Sonyverse?
It's a good question. I think
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and find out.
Okay.
And this is probably, with
Right.
Doomsday and everything.
Right.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a lot.
hard to tell.
Kiss of the Spider Woman, I was unimpressed.
Jennifer Lopez and Diego de Luna.
Both of whom I'm a big fan.
Right.
But I just wasn't like compelled, like, oh, I got to go see this movie.
Oh, neither was I.
But it's your trailer of the week.
Well, it's better than everything else in here.
No, negative.
Well, it was the best trailer on here.
Okay, I'll give you that. Next up, we have a Lionsgate John coming soon called Anniversary. This was my second runner-up. This was my runner-up when I watched it, but then it got bumped. This is basically this woman is dating this boy, and they go to the parents' anniversary party, and the entire family starts to suspect that the girl is like somehow trying to poison the boy, not literally, but like poison his mind, and she's like apparently some kind of radical ideologue, and she's trying to like turn him against the family or something like that.
She butted heads with a professor who's
the boy's mom.
Yeah. So she thinks she's trying to do it to get at her.
Right. I thought this looked good. I thought the acting looked great. I was intrigued enough, like, because it looked suspenseful and compelling. Like all the I almost said staff, all the actors seem like really good.
This is my second runner-up as well, and it stars Phoebe something. She was the lead actor from the first season of Bridgerton, and also another McKenna Grace movie.
And Diane
She's
Lane as the
everywhere.
mom.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is my trailer of the week. It's getting a 15-day theatrical window thanks to our friends at Netflix. It's called Ballad of a Small Player.
Right.
I watched this movie and sent a note to my Netflix rep that said Ballad of a Small Cinema. And then on the inside of the email, I said, listen, because I'm a good guy and I'm willing to do nice things for you, I would be willing to open this picture in Lidditz. She has
You're like someone who comes over on Christmas Day and they're like, look, I know because I'm here and I know I'm willing to open this gift.
Right.
All right.
Right. Exactly.
You don't have to put any pressure on it.
Right. Yeah, she has not replied.
I think this movie will be good, but I thought this was a bad trailer.
All right. Tell us about the movie.
It's a small-time gambler trying to be a big-time gambler, played by Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell. Or not Firth. I think Tilda Swinton's in it too. Looks like, I don't know. That's really all I can tell you because it was just a bunch of flashy images and then
Yes.
they were gambling.
Yes.
And Penn likes the flashy.
Yes. Me likey the pretty. Yes. Yes. It was really cool looking. It reminded me of Ocean's 11. Colin Farrell doesn't make bad movies.
I don't think it's going to be anything like Ocean's.
It's not going to be, I know that it's not going to be anything like Ocean's 11, but it had that cool, flashy look to it, and I'm on board.
I think that this movie is going to be incredibly, maybe depressing is the wrong word, but sad.
Why?
Because it's about a guy crashing and burning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying sad in like a bad way, as in like, but I don't think this is going to be the high octane
What was that
thing that you're.
movie with Nicolas Cage and Elizabeth Banks? Was it like Leaving Las Vegas or something? Where he's an alcoholic and he goes to Vegas to kill himself by drinking.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's a depressing movie. All right, my trailer of the week: Ballad of a Small Player, starring Colin Farrell. Comes out, I think, October or something, 15th maybe, on Netflix.
Next up, we have a movie called Bone Lake, which brings up the question: if two couples got an Airbnb on the lake called Bone Lake, which is for boning.
Oh, got it.
And what if the real love was the murders we made along the way? Because murders be happening.
David, how are you not gainfully employed by a studio writing movie taglines?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
You should be paired up with a graphic artist, and they make the poster, and you write the shit.
Yeah. Remember that head of marketing that we met, or I met? So she should, look me up.
This movie, I will say, it's not our kind of movie. David and I will not be watching it, but it looks good. It looks like a good horror movie. It looks like
it'll probably do well for its audience.
And it looks like a good horror movie. And it's from, Roadside Attractions or something? Like, it's a decent studio. Speaking of decent studios, this should be my trailer of the week, but for some reason it just didn't grab me. This is the second trailer for A Big, Bold, Beautiful Story.
It's my runner-up.
It opens on September 19th from our friends at Sony, who, by the way, I had lunch with them last week in New York. So freaking cool.
Yeah.
They are truly one of the last great studios, like in terms of like doing business like a studio should. And I asked, and now I'm going to embarrass myself because I won't remember his name, but I asked my friend, like, why do you think Sony is like so good? Like, how are you able to hang on to this like old school great, and I want to say it's Tom Rothman, but that might be a different studio, but he was like, it's because of so-and-so. And that's the head of distribution, like the president of Sony Distribution, and they all give credit to him for being a great guy.
Some call him the distributor.
Some call him the space cowboy. Some call him the gangster of love.
Exactly. It's about the murders we made along the way.
It's about the murders we made along the way.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were speaking of Colin Farrell, Big, Bold, Beautiful Story stars Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie. And it looks like a fantastical sort of love story.
This is the movie I want to see the most.
Yes.
But it was not. It was a weaker trailer than the first one because it's a more condensed. The other one I think was not a general was not a general audience trailer. It had a lot of like what I want.
Right.
A lot of fluff and explaining things, and it was slow paced.
Right.
This is a much faster, quick to the point. You're going to get comedy. You're going to get drama.
Yeah.
You're going to get some door that you go through that takes you through time.
Right.
The end.
Yeah. The end.
Yeah. Not like
you're going to laugh. You're going to cry.
Not the build up about how they met and how the GPS is magically putting them on a trip together.
Right.
Not it skips out all that stuff, which is fine.
Yeah.
Had I seen this one first, I probably would have liked it a lot more.
Last but not least, Fairyland, which comes from Lionsgate and was directed, I think, or written, something like that, by Sofia Coppola, and has a minor role, Gina Davis, who you may remember from Major League or A League of Their Own, or Thelma and Louise.
Because I can't remember if this is the one I put on that's not on here anymore.
Well, it is. You did put it on. I watched a trailer, and basically, this movie looks great. The premise of the movie is a father-daughter relationship. I think the mother dies, and then I think that along his journey of fatherhood, I think the dad gets in touch with his homosexual side.
Oh, yes.
And sort of, makes some gay friends and, experiences some personal growth along the way. And the kids are all like the daughter and her friends are all like very chill about the whole thing. And just as a lot of 4-year-olds are, very matter of fact. And this looks like a fun, emotional, I bet you it's going to be in a way really heavy, but also it looks like a very, heartfelt story, father-daughter story.
Yeah, and kind of how he's like, at one of the lines, he's like, I didn't want you to have to grow up in a world where you had to hide who you were, and yeah,
right.
So I think that you're right. This looks, even though I couldn't remember off the top of my head, but the movie that I put on here, which must have been after you printed this, is 100 Nights of Hero, which came out today.
Oh, well, what's that?
That is a movie in a stylized version of the early 1900s. So it's got that like Downton Abbey look, but it's also like brighter colors, and you know what I mean.
What if they made a Downton Abbey anime?
Go for the gold, my friend.
What if Lord Grantham was like, no,
And then he jumped in a mech.
and he was always crying.
Yeah.
You know, and his eyes were bulging out. The tears were like,
You sure do know anime.
all our anime fans are screaming right now.
So basically, the premise of this starts with a father figure saying, hey, if you don't have a baby in the next 100 days, if you're not pregnant in the next 100 days, you won't live to see spring. And so then I think it's a love triangle story type of thing. I know Charlie XCX is in it. It actually looks quite good. I can't really describe it. There's not much more to it. It's a lot of, just like, what was the Ballad of the Small Player? It's a lot of just flashes of people staring at each other and walking in rooms in fancy costumes. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I like Penn likes the flashy. I'm like, I'm here for the costumes.
Yeah.
I'll costume it up.
So you're not buying the anime Down Abbey?
The thing is,
It would be dope.
It's not that I don't think that it'd be dope. It's that I think it's already been done.
Can you make an anime horse and carriage?
I mean, why wouldn't you be able to? It's just animated.
Yeah, you can draw whatever.
You can draw whatever, Penn. That is incredibly true. I know this is news. It's some
Hard-hitting journalism at its finest.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Well, those are our trailers this week. We have trailer of the week for David, for some reason, is Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Trailer of the week for Penn. The actual trailer of the week is Ballad of a Small Player, coming from our friends at Netflix. David and I would also like to give shout-outs to 100 Nights a Hero, Big, Bold, Beautiful Story, and you had another runner-up, Anniversary. We both liked.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I feel like you haven't seen anime.
I feel like I've exactly seen it. I feel like I'm nailing it.
Wow.
Am I not?
I mean,
Am I not? Are you freaking telling me I'm not nailing
the
it?
one anime that you watched, Demon Hunter, there was a lot of crying.
No, I watched the heron, the crane.
Oh yeah, it's
the
true.
craned heron.
The boy and the heron.
The boy and the heron.
Wow.
I definitely watched that.
Amazing. On so many levels.
Oh my god.
So this week we saw a movie called Honey Don't, starring Margaret Qualley.
Yep.
And Christopher Evanson.
And
Aubrey Plaza.
the reason I watched it at Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
Well, Margaret Qualley was the reason I watched
This is they're calling this the director's, the joint director's conclusion to their lesbian B-movie trilogy.
What was the first two?
One was that one with the two girls that like stole the car. And
Yeah,
the road
what was
trip.
that? Like Drive Away Dolls.
Drive Away Dolls, and I don't know what the other one was. I can't remember.
I
But
tell
Drive
you,
Away Dolls
I
is
tell
the
you.
other one.
So first of all, let me just set the record straight. I loved this movie. I was not at all prepared for what it was. I just thought it was like a regular old crime, like old TV detective, type of thing.
Yeah.
And later, when I was this morning, I watched it last week, and then this morning when I was reading the trades for what happened over the weekend in the box office, which is where I first learned what a big mistake I made with K-pop. The author of the
Hey, I
article.
teased you about that days ahead. You could have made a turn.
Yes.
Anyway.
I heard it referred to as lesbian noir, which was tricky for me because I don't really know how to say noir. Although I feel like I just said it correctly.
There's a Spider-Man noir.
Spider-Man noir.
That's the one that's played by Nicolas Cage.
Isn't it usually? Don't you usually just say film noir?
Yeah.
What the hell does noir mean? Where's Frodo when we need her? Frodo, help me out.
You want me to look it up?
No. I want Frodo to tell us
Frodo
noir.
tell us what noir
Like,
means.
why is it? I thought it was like, why wouldn't you say lesbian film noir?
Well, I think that we've gotten to the point where they take film off.
It's
of it.
just usage. It's modern usage. It's the usage rule.
Noir is a style in the same way that like goth.
Okay, so anyway, enough with the
Wouldn't say
labels.
Goth film anymore. You just say
Yeah.
it's goth.
Enough with the labels. What'd you think of this movie?
I mean, I thought Chris Evans played a perfect priest. right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I
No,
agree.
I mean, more funny than you'd think.
Right.
And weren't you a little surprised when it's called Honey Don't, but Honey Does?
Honey sure as hell does.
Yeah.
I
And Aubrey Plaza.
was sitting there loving this movie
Yeah.
and just taking it in. The reason why this movie is so great is because all the characters, except for the bad guys, Chris Evans, all the characters are fascinating and likable. You know what I mean? You really want to, even the guy, is it Charlie Cox, who plays the detective that's
yeah.
like constantly hitting on Margaret Qualley and trying to get her phone number, and even him in his obnoxious self is likable. You know what I mean? They thread that needle in terms of like him being, you know, I don't know what to call that, but somehow he's tolerable. You know, they write him in a way that even he is likable. But Margaret Qualley's super likable, Aubrey Plaza's super likable, and the other characters that come in and out of the thing are like cool. And then I felt as though they, without being weird, like they got heavy is the wrong word, but like there's a depth to this movie that you don't really see coming. And then you're like, oh shit, this is a heavy movie. And then there's the finale, which gets really wild, you know, and I definitely didn't see that. I should have, but I definitely didn't see that coming. So
it's definitely movie, like you feel like you're going one way and then they swerve to the right.
and then they swerve back.
To the
Yes.
And you're like, wait, maybe it is the other way.
Right.
But then they keep going to the other direction.
Yeah. I highly recommend this movie. It's not going to be in theaters for very long, especially as we get into September with a very crowded slate. But this movie will likely, it's from Focus Features, so it'll probably be on Peacock in a little while. And I highly recommend watching it.
Best movie?
Best movie I've ever seen.
Would it surprise you that I didn't watch this movie?
Yes.
I made it through.
Yes. You got me because the swerving is like...
All my things were general. How about did you like how it was called Honey Don't and Honey Does? I got that one up earlier today.
Oh my God, you nailed it.
Yeah. Which is surprising because I really did want to see this movie, but then I was just lazy and I let the weekend get away from me and I was like, crap,
Yeah.
I don't have time.
Yeah. I reckon, I mean, this is the kind of movie I frequently judge movies by how I would recommend them to my friends.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call my friends and tell them you got to come in here and see this movie. But if a friend said, hey, I'm going to the movies this weekend, what should I see?
Yeah. Okay.
And depending on who that friend was, I would recommend this movie.
We got a nice long weekend this weekend, so hopefully I'll be able to squeeze it in then.
And I hope you leave time for Caught Stealing or The Roses. What do you want to talk? Looks like you got something to say.
Well, what are we doing here?
All right, so first of all, David blew off Honey Don't. Penn said best movie of all time.
Right.
Next week, we have Caught Stealing,
Right.
The Roses, Toxic Avengers, Jaws,
Right.
and Prince, Sign of Times. Sign of the Times.
Arabian Nights.
And what do you want to see?
I want to see The Roses.
Done.
You're not going to fight for Chainsmoker or Caught Stealing or whatever it's called?
I've already seen Caught Stealing.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I went to the screening last week with Sony.
And was it?
I'm contractually obligated not to comment, but I
Okay.
think they would be okay with me saying I loved it.
Okay.
I think they would be okay with me saying it was great.
But you're not going to say that because you don't.
I'm
You
not-
wouldn't want to get close to the
Right. I don't want
contract.
to
Yeah.
blur the lines of the NDA.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Are you sure you're okay with The Roses?
Absolutely. I
Okay.
can't. I've been looking forward to seeing it.
Because that's more what I'm leaning
Yeah.
towards.
Yeah.
But you can also review Caught Stealing.
Yeah.
What are you watching part?
I'll comment on it.
Yeah. When you have a comment.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have one now.
No.
So.
Right. Yes. Thank you for clarifying.
All right. So next week, The Roses.
What if we get into The Roses and it's anime?
If they were hiding it and it's hard anime, like straight up,
I want a divorce.
all these tears, I would be laughing so hard.
Now let me ask you this: have you seen War of the Roses with Michael Douglas and what's her face? Kathleen Turner. This is a movie that came out, I want to say, in the 80s.
Right.
and
I feel like I may have.
It stars those two are the couple that gets the divorce, and in that movie, and I don't know how this one's going to be set up, but in that movie, it's told from the perspective of the divorce lawyer, who's played by Danny DeVito. And this movie, The War of the Roses, with those two, is, or I should say was, or is, I guess it still is.
Just called The Roses.
This one is called Roses.
Yeah.
And the old one's called War of the Roses.
Right.
And I'm talking about the old one. What a wild ride. I mean, that's a wild... If this movie tries to go off the hinges, off the rails, like that other one does, it's going to be great.
And we live in one of the two towns of the Roses.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know that?
I did not.
Lancaster's the red rose, York is the white rose.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. I thought there was a connection to the movie.
Well, no, because the War of the Roses is Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Just the same reason that York and Lancaster have roses. So there is a connection.
Penn Ketchum, disappointing people since 1970.
All right. We got a bone to pick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, next week, we hope to hear from Frodo, who can explain noir.
Right.
And next week, we hope to hear from Top 10 Sarah, who can explain the name of
the place we're going to be.
The Manheim
all
Pike.
Of us are going to be.
I think I'm pretty sure we're talking about Manheim Pike Veterinary Clinic. But are we going to the Manheim Pike Veterinary Clinic, Leola? Or are we going to the Leola Pike Veterinary Clinic? I'm pretty sure it's not that.
Oof. Yeah, I think it's the first one.
No matter where we're going, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that. And now you wanted to express some displeasure.
Yeah. My displeasure is to everyone out there listening. Where are you this week? Where are your emails? Where are your letters, your handwritten letters? Where are your etched in stone epitaphs of movie reviewing?
I stuck up for you, dear listeners. I stuck up for you and told David, everybody's busy going back to school.
Yeah.
Nobody's head's in the game. My parking lot is empty. Like, nobody's writing in. Probably nobody's listening to this, which, frankly, we could all use a break. Frankly, Scott.
Yeah.
We could all use a break.
Ridley Scott. We could all use a break. Yeah, you got that, huh?
I do. Okay, that's good. All right, David?
Okay, that's all I got. Nobody wrote into
David,
this. There's no feedback.
What's up with you?
Penn, let me tell you what's up with me.
Yeah.
This week was a lot of the same.
Yeah.
ER, Dan to Dan, Strange New Worlds had its worst episode ever.
Oh.
Which is very disappointing.
Wow.
But here's the crazy thing. I watched the first 2 episodes of Alien Earth.
Yeah.
Which is getting rave reviews. Have you seen it?
No. What platform?
Hulu.
Okay. Is it anime?
No.
Oh,
it's live action Alien franchise.
Yeah. There's an alien. I love how much everyone's going to hate us.
Yeah. This show does not do it for me.
Oh.
I really have a problem with it.
So you're not recommending it. You're saying it's getting rave reviews, but David feels otherwise.
I would recommend it.
Oh.
Because I feel like I'm the problem. Like, you ever watch something and you're like, no, this should be good and I should like it, but I don't. And I understand why people do. The acting is good. The setting is cool, right? You have aliens, right? Like, it feels like it belongs in that universe. But to me, it's like, oh my God, it's dragging its feet. Like, I do not care enough to spend this long wait. Like, because then you have to, it's coming out weekly. Maybe if I could just binge it all in like an afternoon or something. But the pacing just feels like, why didn't they just make 3 movies or 2 movies or something about this? Because at least, because the thing with a movie, you know, you're like, oh, it's moving at this pace. Like, the conclusion's going to come here, but it's a series. So
you don't know. My
thing's like, there's suspense here, but I don't feel like I'm going to be satisfied at the end. Because at the end, there's going to be some sort of, maybe there's more. And but there's interesting things happening. The world is cool. It feels very 80s sci-fi. By that I mean 80s futuristic sci-fi. Like the original Alien felt like, what if the 80s, but 100 years in the future, and everything kind of still stayed 80s-fied, but it's 100 years in the future.
Right.
And it feels like that.
Yeah.
And I like that. But I watched 2 episodes, and I don't know if I'll watch anymore. That's where I'm at.
Dang.
But I think you should watch it and tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Because I just finished a show that I was into that I'll tell you about in a second, and I've seen Alien Earth, or the little square. What do you call that? The widget thing for
Ad
it?
or whatever.
Yeah.
There's one other thing I need to tell you about.
Okay.
This is the big thing.
Oh, I can't wait.
There I was sitting watching ER.
Watching what?
ER.
Yeah. With Geo Clooney?
George Clooney.
Yeah.
Pediatrician Dr.
Yes. Ross.
Doug Ross.
Yes.
Yeah. Still in it.
Yeah, love it.
For one more season
Ah.
for me. When I notice something dark
No, you didn't.
streak across the room,
No, you didn't.
and the cat's got alert.
Oh.
And I look, they're both looking into the bedroom. And where I'm sitting, I can see into the bedroom where all the lights are off, and it's 10
scary.
o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And it's dark in there.
Oh my God.
Would there be something darker
No.
swirling in circles?
Stop it.
Your boy got a bat in his apartment.
Oh my God. So you had to move. Because
I burnt the place down.
Right. That's your only move.
I called the landlord and said, I don't know what happened. The bat was on fire.
Right. The bat was on fire when I found
The
it.
bat was on fire when I found it.
Right. Oh my God. What did you do?
Oh my gosh. This is a series of events that just shows how crazy my thought pattern is. So I'm like, what do? I'm about to get up. And then, of course, it comes in the room, and now it's fluttering
Oh my
around
God.
me. And I'm like, I can't stand up. This thing will destroy me.
Yeah.
And I'll be dead forever.
Suck your blood, and then you'll be a vampire.
Right. And so yeah, exactly. Then I'll be a vampire. So I'm like, how did it get in? Because I don't, I've got floor unit portable AC in 2 of the windows.
Right.
And I have screens on most of the windows except for one.
Right.
And I'm like, how? But it came out of my closet. I have a drop ceiling. So the theory is that it came in from the drop ceiling through the closet, because I noticed the tiles were
Oh,
off-center.
stop it. You're freaking me out.
Anyway, it was so my apartment's tiny. It's smaller than this office.
Right.
And it's fluttering a foot away from my head.
Oh my God.
Just doing circles around me, which is So my thought is I have one cat that'll hide as soon as you start standing up.
Yeah.
Because she's just a scaredy cat.
Right.
And the other cat,
Literally.
the other cat was so distracted by watching the bat that I was able to pick her up, throw her in the bathroom, and shut the door.
I thought you were going to pick her up and swing her around and hit the bat down.
No, because I didn't want to. And I'll get into it. So I didn't. My windows. I have new windows.
Okay, so the one cat is
hiding,
and the other one is now safely
in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. Okay, so it's just you and the bat, mano.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'm not turning my back to this thing, and I've never opened the screens, so I'm not going to try and fiddle with the screens to open a bunch of windows.
Right.
And the only other window that doesn't have a screen is the fire escape. I'm not going to open that because if the cat chases the thing out the window, now I've got a cat outside. The other windows are 2 stories up. The cat's not going to jump out, hopefully. But they had the screens. So my thought is, I'll open the door to the hallway and I'll get it into the hallway, and then it's not my problem.
Yes.
And it's the landlord's problem. So I'm trying to do that, and I can't get it to get out of my room. It's just going in circles around me. I hit it with a broom.
And you connected.
Yeah, I connected. And now I don't know how to. Have you had a bat in your house?
Yes.
Flying around?
Well, we had a bat at Grandma Bonnie's house, and Kayla went and killed it.
Yeah, they're pretty delicate.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: when they're flying around a foot away from your head, they're big.
Yeah.
Their wingspan is huge.
Especially the vampire kind.
Right. And then when you hit them and they fall, they are suddenly very small.
Right.
So now it's this little tiny fluff ball.
Little mouse with wings.
Stunned on the, yeah. but then it starts to crawl across my floor, which is even eerier than flying because it's not like little tiny like mouse. It's like full length wingspan.
Oh my God.
Like in front of it, like pulling itself.
Oh my God.
It is so creepy. So I'm trying to get it out the door, and I have a box on it, and I press down, it starts freaking out. I accidentally put a hole in its wing, which I read they can hear about. And then it scoots behind my TV stand.
Oh my God.
Anyway, long story short, I got it into a box, took it outside, and dumped it in the garden. And then now I will forever think about how there could be a bat above. Thank goodness, I almost went to bed earlier. If I would have woken up to this thing doing circles above me in bed, I probably would have pulled the sheets over my head and just written myself off.
Yeah. I think you should have stuck with your initial instinct of burning the place to the ground.
Right.
I think that's the most natural.
Right.
The most
I fixed
normal.
the tiles, so hopefully there's no more issues. But everyone's like, oh, I'm surprised the cats didn't help you out. Like, why didn't you just let the cats get it? It's like, if I would have let the cats get it,
Oh my God.
it would have been...
You'd have a vampire cat.
Right. I would have been worrying about the cats getting sick, having them at the vet.
Yes.
Because your dog goes outside. My cats have to go through like 2 airlocks to get outside.
Airlocks.
It's got to get into the hallway.
Yep.
And then it's got to get through the hallway door into the foyer mailroom.
Right.
And then from the mailroom to outside.
Right.
And so I'll be honest, I don't keep up with the outside shots.
Right.
Because they don't have a lot of...
There's no reason to.
Yeah. So anyway, I would have been super worried.
Oh, David.
So now I just have that mental image of the bat in
And
my
now
head.
you have to move.
Right. And there definitely been a couple times where I'm like, whoa. And then the cats aren't reacting, so I'm like, okay, I'm fine.
So part of what I'm hearing after all of this is that there perhaps is some worthwhile reason to have a cat. Like an alarm system for bats.
Yeah. They definitely both were like, whoop.
Yeah.
They weren't laying around anymore. They were watching what was happening.
Oh God, that freaks me out. That's a terrible story.
If it would have been like a bigger house or whatever, like I had my wits around me, but it wouldn't have been nearly as like intensely gross. And the fact that it was in my bedroom, so now I have the image of this bat flying over my bed.
You got to move.
Yeah,
you got to move,
gotta
David.
burn the place down. Told the landlord, she was just like, "Oh, sorry about that," and I was like, yeah, "Maybe you should check it out." Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, we'll see what happens.
Right.
There's another bat. You better believe.
Oh my God.
Things are pumped out.
The bat was on fire when I found it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, so that's me, Penn.
All right.
That brings up a bigger question. I mean, I don't know how it could possibly compare, but Penn, what's up with you?
Oh. Saved it to the end.
You did. I didn't know if you were going to do anything.
No, I was into it, but I was letting it ensconce me, and then I shed it.
Whoa.
Just like I shed.
You let it off.
I did.
Like the stress from that bat.
Like Taylor Swift, I just shook it right off.
Yeah.
David, I want to tell you, I continue to watch Veep as a comfort show.
Oh.
It is so freaking good. Yeah. Like, you just can't make this stuff up. The writers who wrote Veep are like the best writers in the history of television. Also, I became obsessed with a show which I think came out a year ago.
Oh.
Or earlier this year, something like that. It's not brand new, but it's a little bit new. It's called Disclaimer.
Okay.
And it stars not Kate Winslet. Oh, shoot, I'm blanking on it. Catherine Hepburn.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. The blonde that was in that orchestra movie, Tar.
Oh, Tilda Swinton?
No, not Tilda Swinton. Anyway, I'll remember her name while I'm talking about it. It's a drama kind of... no, it's a drama. That's the only...
That's not Tilda Swinton?
No.
Okay, keep going.
I keep getting her... I always get her mixed up with Kate Winslet, but that's not her.
Okay. And you love it?
I love it. I became completely obsessed with it, and I watched the entire 9-episode series.
Really? Cate Blanchett.
Cate Blanchett. And she's incredible, and she plays this woman who has an illicit affair, and then the kid that she has an illicit affair when she was a kid, and then that kid who she was sleeping with saves her son, but then in so doing he drowns, and his parents. This is like condensing an incredibly drawn out, complicated plot down to way oversimplifying it. His parents mount some kind of revenge against her, but then it's revealed towards the end that in fact it was not a consensual love affair, and that the son turned out to be some kind of violent, rapist type of guy. And anyway, that was like revealed in the final episode, and it's like this crazy intense thing. Talk about like swerving. It's not where I thought this was all going. No, I did not see it coming. Anyway, it's one of those fun shows because Kate Blanchett plays modern day character, but the premise of the whole story takes place 30 years ago when she was, in her 20s. She was a new mom, type of thing. And the boy was a college student type of thing. Anyway, it was great. It's pretty intense. I sort of thought it was fun for a little while, and then it just got not too intense, but it turns into almost like a thriller because the father of the dead son takes up the cause and like tries to wreak havoc on Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
Now, what I really want to talk about is Amy and I spent a day in New York City last week with 4 of our friends.
Whoa.
And one of their daughter, the lovely and talented Ava, gave us a tour because she is an NBC page.
Whoa.
Being an NBC page is a huge privilege.
Yeah.
It's she got selected from over 5,000 applicants to fill 25 positions. She got it, when she graduated from Syracuse. Well, not right when she graduated from Syracuse and then did a bunch of she worked for Disney, she worked for Universal, and now she's an NBC page. And she gave us a tour. One of her responsibilities as a page is to give tours of the NBC studios. And the page program, I don't know if you knew this, page program has been in existence since 1933.
Whoa.
Would you have guessed that?
What do you get at the end?
Nothing.
It's not like a window into a job or anything?
Oh, at the end of being a page. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's got 1 million, it's not a guarantee or anything like that, but it's an incredibly prestigious thing on your resume. And of course she's making all kinds of contacts and, I thought you meant, what do you get at the end of the tour?
Yeah. What did you get at the end of the tour?
Nothing.
It didn't end in the store?
I got a hug from Ava.
It didn't end at the store?
It did end in the store.
Oh, she's like, thanks for coming, friends and family.
Yep.
Bye.
Exit through the gift shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we had a great time. We got to see the Jimmy Fallon studio and Kelly Clarkson and Saturday Night Live and Seth Meyers and just some of the behind the scenes production rooms. I highly recommend it if you're ever in New York. I don't know how you go about arranging it, but if you probably got Google, you could figure it out. Yeah. But NBC Studios tour is totally worth it, and we just had such a great time.
Now, did you enter through the elevator that's like weirdly just in the hallway?
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yes.
How it's like this big studio, and it's just this normal-looking elevator in a hallway with no signage or anything.
Yes.
It's just like,
yeah.
I always think that's crazy. Every time I walk past that, I'm always it's so crazy.
All of it was crazy.
There's some good shops down there.
Yeah, it's great. But all of it was crazy to think how big those shows feel like they are when you see them on TV.
So tiny.
And all the studios are tiny, and also just the production that goes into making it feel so surreal when you watch it at home.
Now, this does not compare to what you got, but I did do the tour when I was there one time when it was the same weekend, the day after The Phantom Menace came out.
Oh, snap.
So I was pretty young. It was a school trip.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
This was a funny trip because it was Friday in August, so the building was deserted. There was nobody was working. None of the shows were running, which in a way was kind of a bummer because you didn't get to see activity. But more so, it was super fun because we kind of had the place to ourselves.
Right.
So it was cool. Anyway, that's what I've been up to.
Wow. Well, look, we didn't have a lot to talk about, yet we still reached the hour mark and a little bit because we're professionals.
That's what we do.
Consummate yappers.
Nothing if not professional.
Right. Look, next week we are going to be back with what I'd like to refer to as another show. And we're going to be reviewing The Roses.
And we're going to title it Another Show.
Right. Yeah. And if you... Since the last time, this is the first show we've done.
Right.
And if you want to be a part of the show or, make up for not writing us this week, the best way to do that is to email us podcast pencinema.com. New email. Maybe that's what happened last week. I got confused. Podcast at pencinema.com. But if you want to support the show, Penn, what is the number one way someone could do that?
Well, as you know, K-pop swept the nation.
Right.
Anybody who's anybody knew it was coming, saw it coming.
Saw it a million miles away.
And got,
texted you
and
about
got
it.
nuts with it. No, nobody texted me about it.
Nobody did.
No. What you could do to help the show. First of all, let me know if anything cool's coming.
Right. With enough time to respond.
And second of all, what David and I were talking about before the show started, and I think this is the appropriate time to mention it to the audience, is we would really appreciate if we could get some anime illustrators.
Of us. Yeah.
Oh, crying.
Big crying. Yeah.
Screaming, crying, tears coming out of your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Well, say you're not an artist.
Yeah, if you're not an artist, then what you could do is recommend the show to a friend. Tell them how much you enjoy listening to the show. Don't tell them how much you enjoy not writing in.
I'd also like to encourage you to try and be an artist.
Right.
Either way, I want those pictures too.
Right.
Yeah.
I bet. And it doesn't have to be screaming. I think there's more to anime than screaming and crying.
There's definitely the kawaii, like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe us in maid outfits. That seems very
David, when
anime.
you make those anime faces, it causes me to think that every anime character ever
is based off of me.
Might have been based off of you.
Yeah. They just have me doing a bunch of headshots up in all the studios.
Right.
That's how it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, once again for the Penn Cinema Podcast, I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. Take care and party on.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.